Hi guys, welcome to my channel where we talk about everything from tech to films and all the fun stuff in between. In today's video, let me sum up the 5 things I love and hate about the new iPad Air. Released in 2019. I have been using the iPad Air constantly for the past few months, and I can definitely give suggestions whether this is going to be a good investment for you or not. So before proceeding, please show your support and subscribe to my channel as this will immensely help a new YouTuber like me. So let's get on with the video. First, let's go through the 5 things I love about the iPad Air. First is the new form factor and the build quality. Still very much the iPad you know and love with the premium build quality, and it feels so nice to hold in hands. Really, mobile phones are advanced a lot and you can get the same and even better quality and build phone from Android, but when it comes to tablets, iPad is still the king. Nothing else comes close to this even after 10 years since its conception. Even my friends who use Android phones still prefer and use iPad when it comes to the tablets. The weight is a comfortable 456 grams or 1 pound if you're American, and feels comfortable to hold in your hands. The weight definitely helps whilst gaming, and you can go for longer game stretches without feeling that you're holding something heavy. Number 2, I love the bigger screen. I mean, it's not by that much as I always used an iPad with 9.7 inch screen size, but this slight increase to 10.5 inches is definitely noticeable whilst gaming or using apps like iMovie or Photoshop. You get more screen real estate, and that helps in several different things. Multitasking is more natural and you get more of everything at a single glance. As you can see, comparing this with my iPad Air Generation 1, there isn't a huge noticeable increase in the overall size of the device. I really appreciate this screen size, and it is perfect at 10.5 inches. It's not too big, not too small, just perfectly right. Number 3 is the speed. That A12 processor is a beast, and everything just flows through like gentle breeze. Multitasking is smooth and you can really get a full feel of its potential, especially if you're coming from older devices. Day-to-day tasks run without a glitch, and even graphic-intensive games do not take long to load. You can get the option of running Fortnite at its full resolution, and the brief time I played this game, it does run smoothly. Number 4 has to be the iPad OS. iPad OS opened this device's potential to the max, allowing you to drag and drop files, use multiple windows like crazy, connect any type of external storage device and game controllers, and have all these widgets at your fingertips. I'm super excited to see what the next iPad OS update will bring to the table here. Here are a few of my personal top favorite features of the iPad OS. First is multitasking. This is done so perfectly that you do not miss your laptop that much. The multitasking options are smooth, and I find it very helpful with work stuff and even casual browsing. Next is the ability to plug in external drives and copy files from it. I simply love this as I could easily transfer a video file onto my iPad and start watching that without any issues. And final from my top favorite points on the iPad OS is the Files app. They really opened this up, and it supports quite extensive file types, and that makes the iPad feel and work like a PC or a Mac. Continuing with the things I love, number 5 is the ability to dock keyboard or use that super smooth Apple Pencil. I personally don't use these devices, but it is good to know that it is there if you want it, and this would make the iPad super productive. School and college going people are going to love this accessories. Next, let's talk about the things which I hate about the iPad. I know we need to look at both sides of the coin, And there are tiny issues which do not impact the overall decision of buying this iPad for me. First, and the biggest thing which I miss are stereo speakers. The iPad Air only has dual speakers firing through one end. I initially thought this wouldn't bother me that much, but now after using it for a few months and comparing it side by side to the excellent iPhone 11 Pro Max stereo speakers, the sound from the iPad feels a bit strange. It's okay if you use headphones, but if you decide to use the inbuilt speakers, especially in landscape mode, sound coming out just from one side does ruin the experience a bit. The iPad Air is not a budget device and is priced exactly at what iPads forever were priced, even before the introduction of that lower priced budget iPad. So when it's priced right, why do you have to sacrifice on features, especially the ones which are most used? For me, the speaker set does fall into that category, unfortunately. Next is our base level storage of 64GB. Feels too low for 2020. Storage definitely has got so much cheaper, and you can find like a 64GB pen drive for under £10. But it seems like Apple is hell-bent on charging more for the storage. With everything from movies to games becoming downloadable, the low storage without an option to expand is definitely limiting. I mean, look at this. Fortnite is over 7GB, and this movie Interstellar, which I purchased from iTunes, is over 7.5GB. You will quickly max up the storage, especially at 64GB. Even the £1,000 Pro iPad gives you the same base storage of 64GB. Really, in 2020, when a memory stick of 64GB can cost like £10, then a £500 iPad should really come with a little more base storage. Next thing I dislike about the iPad is the absence of those first-party cases. Apple almost stopped doing good and affordable iPad cases after really the first-gen iPad. You remember the first-gen iPad came with a nice folio rubber case and it worked perfectly fine. Would be really good if Apple does offer something decent with that sub-50 price point into consideration. Next is the fingerprint-resistant coating. Actually, guys, at this point, I'm really nitpicking as the iPad Air is really an awesome device. And yes, for the sake of this video and to give you guys an honest opinion, let's get on with this, yeah? The tech specs list the iPad Air to have a fingerprint-resistant oleophobic coating. Whatever that means, as the screen smudges like crazy. So much that I had to put a screen protector on it and probably lost a bit of that anti-glare coating as well. The screen really was impossible to use without cleaning every time you turned on the iPad, so a screen protector is must, and that defeats the purpose of it having anti-glare coating. Next is those additional first-party keyboard and pencil accessories. It's good that you have the option to add them, but you need to pay £159 for the keyboard smart cover and £89 for the Apple Pencil. A cost of total £250 is not cheap, and for that price, you can get a full-blown entry-level iPad 2019, which you could use as a second iPad for your family members or give it to your school-going child. Wish Apple offered some bundle deal like giving both of them for about £100 or £130. But again, we're talking about Apple, so this probably is never going to happen. You have to pay the premium if you want all of them. So that's it with the video, guys. The iPad Air is a remarkable device and you pay price for the features which you absolutely need. Unlike the iPad Pro, where you'll be paying for something which even the operating system doesn't fully support. This is why iPad Air is really a popular option to go for. I mean, when I was buying this at PC World, there were 4 more people in the line who were all buying the iPad Air. I even managed to talk to one person in front of me who said that the entry-level iPad looks and feels old with old processor and the Pros are tad too expensive. I'm very happy with the iPad Air and would highly recommend this for anyone considering to get on board with the tablet genre, and also would recommend this as an upgrade if you're using iPad Air 1 or older iPads. That's it for this video, guys. Hope you like it. Please let me know your comments down below, and also please do subscribe to show your support to my channel. And as always, thanks a lot for staying with me until the end. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.